Okay, before we get started, here's what I want you guys looking at. Corners and wide receivers, you should be looking at X and Y positions. Safeties and superbacks, you should be looking at the power tackle and the wing positions. Linebackers and D-line, you should be looking at the right guard, right tackle, and left guard positions. Long snappers, of course, you're going to watch the center. But running backs and quarterbacks, we want you to look at the right fullback and the left fullback. If we can find a quarterback to help us out also with that fullback position, then we're in great shape for fake punts. So take a look at your position in this video that's coming up next. Okay guys, what I want to do is give you a presentation on our punt team. And if you take a look at our formation here, you can see that on the right side of the formation we have a guard, a tackle, a power tackle, and a Y. And on the left side of our formation we have a left guard and a wing and an X. We have two personal protectors. We have a left fullback and a right fullback, and finally our punter. And the alignment of these players is very important. The center, of course, sets the ball. Right guard, right tackle, power tackle, and Y, you all should have 2-foot splits, and you want to be back off the ball far enough so that your helmet crosses the midline of the center. All right, we don't want to press the line of scrimmage tight. On the left side, the left guard will have a full 3-foot split. That's a little bit wider, and his feet can be square to the line of scrimmage. One thing I forgot to mention on the right side, your inside foot is going to be back. All right, inside foot back because you're going to be stepping down to protect your inside gap. All right, back to this left guard here, 3-foot split between you and the center, and then the wing, you're going to have a 1 yard outside by 1 yard off alignment, and you're also going to be square to the line of scrimmage. Okay, left fullback and right fullback, I believe I've got you at 6 yards off the ball. Check down here. Yes, that's where I do want you, 5 yards and 6 yards off the ball. X, you're going to be at the top of the numbers to the left side of the field, and we won't ever flip this formation. It's always going to be, this is our base punt formation. Punter, you're going to be 14 yards back from the ball. All right, so basic blocking responsibilities, your assignment. All right, center, we'll start here in the middle. You do not have a blocking assignment. Your job is to get a great snap, 0.8 seconds from you to the punter, and your job is done if it's a great snap. Then you can release straight to the ball. Right guard, right tackle, power tackle, all of your blocking assignment is the same. Again, right foot is up. You're going to take a left foot step lateral, and you're going to block your inside gap. Make sure that your right foot is planted. You're not going to pick that foot up. That would open up a lane for the man outside of you. All right. Y, again, you're going to actually step and rip through the inside gap. If there's no one inside of you in your gap, you just go to the ball. If there is someone there, you want to step and rip through them, slowing their coverage angle to the punter. All right, let's take a look to the left side. So on the right side, we have a zone blocking scheme. Every man has the zone to your inside. So right guard, you have this A gap area, right tackle B gap, power tackle C, Y, you're responsible for the D gap. We're not concerned with anyone coming this far off the edge because with a quick 2-step punt and our alignment, that will be too far for anyone to come from. All right, as long as the Y slows up anyone in his gap. On the left side now, once again, the left guard with his 3-foot split, we have a man-to-man blocking scheme here. So we're going to count from the outside in defenders. So here's 1 over the X, 2 out here, 3 here, and 4 here. And it's very simple. The X has a 1, the wing has a 2, the left guard has a 3, and the left fullback has the 4. So we've got all of our men covered out here. If a team decides to overload this side and they put 5 out here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then all we're going to do, take a look at this here, is the left fullback, who's the personal protector who's making the call, is going to give a 5 call. He's going to yell 5, 5. That's going to tell the right fullback after the snap that he's going to step over and take number 5, counting from the outside in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have everyone protected. The right fullback's job, if it is a 4 call, all right, if the left fullback yells 4, 4, 4, the right fullback is blocking from the inside gap outside, anyone that leaks through. So if they happen to have 2 guys that get, or somehow a guy gets through, he picks them up. There should be no one coming through on the inside, so his only threat might be someone from the outside, and he would pick him up. All right, coverage lanes. Here's your responsibilities. Again, the center, immediate release. He's the head forcer, goes straight to the ball inside out. Our coverage responsibilities are very similar in terminology-wise to our kickoff, so this should not be a surprise. Our head tracker is our right guard. Okay, so he's trailing right behind the center after he blocks for a count and a half, and he's coming straight down to the ball. All right, therefore we have our right tackle and power tackle, or our right tackle and right fullback are going to be our 5-yard trackers at a 5-yard width outside of our head tracker. On the left side, the 5-yard width trackers are going to be our left guard. He's going to be 5 yards outside the right guard. And then finally our left fullback is going to be out 5 yards outside the left guard. So we have our trackers set at this depth right here. Looking out at our Y here and our X, as you can see, they have their forcers, okay, coming right to the ball, and our wing on the left side and our power tackle are our outside in forcers, and their responsibilities, they've got to get to the top of the numbers. Unless the ball is punt to one hash or the other. If that's the case, they can squeeze into the hash. But they want to get to the top of the numbers on a ball punted to the middle, and they're getting to ball depth and working inside, forcing the ball into all of our other forcers and trackers. Okay, our punter, after he punts the ball, has safety, wants to keep all players in front of him, and if the ball squeaks out, it's his job to make a play. Here's a quick look at our 5 call. You can see the right fullback picks it up, but all of our coverage responsibilities are the same. Okay, important things. All right, you want to bring your man to a dead stop with a hard punch, whether you're in zone or man coverage, and then immediately release to the ball. All right, full speed release. If you are being delayed at the line of scrimmage, kind of know you need to get off that block. All right, if they're trying to block you. You want to release at full speed, spread the net, go directly to your landmarks. You also must locate the ball in flight. We do not want to overrun a short kick. We cannot interfere with the receiver's right to catch the ball, and we want to watch out for receivers that are trying to fake us out and pretending to catch the ball. All right, when you've reached your landmark, we've covered the field laterally. Got to adjust, then we adjust coverage to the location of the ball and expand or collapse your course. If the return is taken over here to the right, all of these coverages, trackers, need to adjust and get a good pursuit angle on the return angle. Just because he's gone the other way does not mean our coverage is over. Determine the type of return being run. Do not allow a fair catch signal to slow coverage. Make sure you give them room. When we down a punt, bleed all the yardage you can from it. Then cover it and hold it until the referee blows it dead. Hand the ball to the official. Do not just touch it and walk away. We want to cover with intent to force and recover a fumble. We're going to gang tackle. And like I said before, keep two-way leverage on the ball so that you can make the tackle if it goes to the outside. All right, once again, if the ball is going outside, now the left side needs to come back with a great pursuit angle, just like our pursuit drill over this way, and be in position to make the tackle if it pops out. So if we run a pooch punt, you can just see how all of your coverages adjust. Remember, if you stay aligned with the returner and the head trackers and head forcers and outside in contain, you will be in good position. All right, if we're pooching it to the right hash, we want our outside in contain at the bottom of the numbers. That's the only adjustment there that we're going to make. All right, that's our punt team. Make sure that you're familiar with your positions.